Yes, I'm on. Welcome back, everybody, to part 14 of Assassin's Creed Fate of Atlantis. We are still in Atlantis. Like, Atlantis, with Poseidon. This is exciting. I hope later, though, in another DLC, we go to Olympus and meet every god. Because she said Olympus was a project they were working on. Okay. The Royal Mountain of Poseidon. Let's get on in here. Last episode, we tackled a bunch of different things, mostly related to quests that were for Atlas, as well as we tackled some just, around the world, just one world quest involving a very lovely woman that turns into a werewolf and kills everybody. She's a lovely woman. No, really, she was so innocent. But to be honest, what I think is that Atlas is what I think he's doing. He's making Atlantis imperfect. So his dad, like, he's probably been making Atlantis imperfect and over and over and over again 45 times. So his dad, Poseidon, will just sit there and be like, I fucking give up. You know what? Atlas, why don't you take over the project? Because that's what Atlas wants. He just wants to be king of all of these humans in Isu. So he's probably sabotaging the world, introducing Isu technology to these humans, overwhelming them in a way. The person that was, I think her name was Lyra. Lyra? She, it was very interesting. So she turned into a creature with Isu technology, and usually the person dies upon being transformed back into their mortal being. But in this case, she was able to go back and forth, which might mean that there are people, and this is like a conflicting decision. We'll probably have to make a decision by the end of this. By the end of this game, or maybe not. Who knows? Honestly, if we have to make a decision where Lila, the woman from Egypt, if we have to make a decision to give her the staff, hell no. I mean, I know you as a person or a player would want that staff and want to continue the story. But me personally, I'd be like, hell no, she is not equipped for this. Go get Lyra from that. Go get Lyra from that other world, or get an actual assassin to do this, like Cassandra here. She is a legitimate assassin. She has Isu blood in her veins that allow her to use Isu technology without going fucking insane. Lila doesn't. She's going to go insane. And if she doesn't go insane, kudos to her, but I still say go and... You know what? Listen. What was I gonna... Okay, you know what, listen. This is my idea for an Assassin's Creed game. And I hope to Gersh. Yep, Gersh. the man upstairs, Gersh. I hope to Gersh that that Ubisoft listens to even small live streams like this. Please. How do I say this? A good idea would be, I mean, I get it. You create a character and you want to follow that life of that character, but in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, you gave us the chance to think of ourselves as the person in the world of the assassins, as the person that is experiencing these things. You gave us that opportunity to feel like we were, in a way, part of something, which I thought was great. Take that opportunity again. I mean, you also did this in, you did this not only in Black Flag, you did this in Unity as well. Take this idea again and represent it. Make it so we can create ourselves in this world. And make it not an Assassin's Creed game that goes back into the past. Make it present. Make it, or like, have an Assassin's Creed game where we are present-day assassins that are running around doing missions for the Creed and stuff like that. It would be, I mean, I would call it Assassin's Creed Unity 2 in a way that you would have a open world concept of or just a recruitment concept like Ubisoft is doing with Watch Dogs 2 or something like that. But I would definitely like to create myself in this world, or a person that I would like to be, and put in details of my heritage. You see, what I would do, I would put in details of which side of my heritage I think would represent either Templars or Assassins. My family is the Andersons, and while we are very terrible people, I think that way back in the heritage of my family, even though we are terrible people, we take care, at least the Anderson side. A lot of us are like alcoholics, drunks. It's a really interesting past. We are good people as well. We do good things and we have fun and we bring happiness to other people. And my mom especially is just a wonderful person. I would believe that our heritage would be assassins. And it could go as far, in the Anderson family, it goes as far back into Spain. We are like, I know the family name might not be Spanish, but we are Spanish in heritage. My grandmother was Spanish, and I believe my grandfather on my mother's side was Spanish as well. And it goes far back, and it's Spain, not Mexico. It's Spain in the Spanish heritage. It would be interesting if they were part of the Creed in the time of the conquistadors, or even maybe like what you had in the Assassin's Creed movie. Just go and make your own details, and do, like, if you want to, you can just plug in like where your heritage comes from, and you can have like fill in details of stories that can be implemented for these people that just plug in small bits of information. Or you can create, if you're a writer like me, if another player is a writer like me, I would like to implement an entirely written story into my assassin background. That would be awesome. That would be an awesome opportunity. And then to go out into the 2019 world as a, like, in a certain city, maybe. Like, you pick, like, New York, like a city with tall buildings or a lot of ground to cover. Maybe New York, maybe Atlanta, maybe San Francisco, though San Francisco's been done a lot. Just, it would be amazing to have that opportunity to create our own characters to follow in the footsteps of the Creed or the Templars, and it would be interesting if you guys did it that way, where you are either on the side of the Creed or the Templars. I know people love that idea because I've talked to people about, like, what is their favorite kind of Assassin's Creed game, and they liked the time in which Assassin's Creed was, I think they liked the era of Assassin's Creed around the time of Assassin's Creed 3, where you are playing as a Templar and then as a assassin. People like to go back and forth and play as villain and hero, but they also like that fine line that says you are either a villain or you are either a hero. In the aspect of villains and heroes. I know that assassins in this world, they're not exactly heroes of humanity, but they do represent a calling in which brings justice upon those who have done wrong. Even if that is not a hero, it is definitely a heroic, or not, maybe not, how do I explain it? However I might explain that. May not be a hero, but it is a just cause and an unjust cause. Let's say it like that. You are either after creating chaos or you're after creating order. And sometimes you can create either or, in which case we are on a neutral ground with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which I also like, but that's another story for another day. It would be great to have that opportunity, is what I'm saying. That would be an interesting Assassin's Creed game for us to be playing in modern times as ourselves as assassins. Or as characters we may create.
The Castis. I heard you can help me with the solar floral regeneration project.
The what?
Oh, forgive me. Let me start from the beginning. I'm Neocles, an imperial botanist here in Atlantis. I'm engineering a way to aid floral regrowth.
The flowers
Interesting.
here can't just grow on their own?
Oh, no. You're not one of those followers of Minerva, are you?
If you don't start making sense, I'm not going to know how to help you.
Oh, apologies, the Castis. You're new to Atlantis, and I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me begin. Basically, the plants are a key resource for us here. But a few cycles ago, humans overpicked them, and now the air is suffering.
You want to grow more?
In a sense, yes. I have a hypothesis, a theory that using a natural power source stronger than the sun will promote sustainable growth.
You're losing me again.
There are devices that project beams of light around the Garden of Triton. Redirecting them using the reflective surfaces would stimulate floral regrowth.
You want me to move your lights?
Yes, and the Castis, taking care of our natural resources, would send a message to all of Atlantis.
A good message, I hope.
A conflicting message, considering what he said about Minerva.
It looks like all the light beams need to hit that central
Let me see. Quests. Let's see what we can do. So, I'm sorry, I got way ahead of myself on that description of a what I think would be a good Assassin's Creed game. But I've been thinking on that idea for a while. I thought it would be an interesting thing to talk about. Anyways, I don't know, my ideas suck. I just thought it would be
That must
neat.
be the device Nauclis mentioned. Reminds me of how I opened the door to Atlantis.
Playing a Lego game, it seems like. It's one section of light.
Oh, that worked. First one down.
This is really cool.
We get the flowers growing in no time.
Somebody's gonna hate this. the humans overpicked the crop. Fucking hell.
Something's in the way. Something's blocking this.
I feel like this is gonna set the world on fire. I want to see the world on fire. I want to see the world. Oh, darling, I know.
Beautiful. That should do it. I'll tell Neocles it's done. That doesn't seem good. What happened? I moved your light beams. It seemed to be working, but then...
The beams are aligned, yes, but the power isn't running.
What do you think the problem is?
None of this makes any sense. The light beams should expand across the gardens and present with enhanced photons.
There might be something wrong with your theory. I still don't see how this light is any better than the sun.
The sun! That's it! The power source must also be displaced, rendering this light no different than the sun. No wonder you're the Dicastis. That's brilliant!
So the next step is...
Go to the control room and make sure the power source isn't displaced.
And what exactly is this source?
An igneous matter consisting of Imperial... It's a rock. Just make sure there's a rock in the control room.
Fine. I'll go see if this rock is there.
I love how they're way more technical now that they are actually introduced as Isu. Like, they actually are using words that describe certain types of technologies and theories and actual things. Rather than the old way of speaking of different technologies, like, oh, I just dig the boat.
Looks like Neocles was right. There is no rock here. Hey! Stop right there! Get back here! Must be in here somewhere. Maybe if I move some things around.
What's the Dicastis doing running around here?
I'm chasing down a thief. Looks like you're the one who took Neocles' rock.
My name is Melita. I'm an environmental biologist, not a thief. Neocles has no claim to a natural power source like this.
That rock must be worth a lot if you're trying to steal it.
You're the Dicastis and you have no idea what the power source is? Aren't you invested in the future of our resources?
It's easy. Put the rock in Neocles' device, and we'll fix the flowers.
One moment. You're gonna make me choose between actually...
This isn't Neocles' first attempt at population balancing. When the flowers were overpicked and the bees started dying, first he attempted to artificially pollinate the flowers. When he artificially pollinated the flowers, the soil degraded. When the soil...
I get the idea. But then, how would you fix the gardens?
I wouldn't. Nature has been healing itself for eons. Neocles needs to stop meddling.
Do I have to choose?
Melita! You've always been obtuse about the project. No accountability for civilization's impact on the ecosystem.
Insanity is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. When
Except
will you
he's
accept the
trying
hypothesis
different
failed?
things and expecting the same
Inaccurate
result.
terminology. I simply adjusted my theory after experiencing unintended results.
Enough bickering, both of you!
You're right. I wanted to destroy the power source to end his project once and for all. But as the Dicastis, it should be your decision.
I'll
The project
I
Neocles
just...
is working on is important for the future of Atlantis. Hand over the rock.
I hope you know what you're doing.
I don't give a damn of what I'm doing.
This will propel Atlantis' sustainability forward by centuries. All those cynics like Melita will see the progress eventually.
Just be careful. It sounds like your theory could still use some work.
This is the right course of action for all of Atlantis, Dicastis. Trust me. Please, do me the honor of returning the stone to the device.
Here is my input. If you destroy something and then try to destroy progress, then you're just going to... Okay. If you destroy progress, then nothing will happen. Like, literally nothing will happen. You don't progress at all. I know I'm using the word again. But it's literally meaning you won't progress at all as human beings. No, it was back that way. Did I just run in a circle? Oh, great. If he burns down the hound, then that's a lesson that he has learned. Here's the thing about progression in technology and theories and the scientific method. You have to adjust your theory. Like he said, his theory was adjusted because he found out new information that could help him in finalizing his project. If you say, I'm sorry, but you're reaching the same result, that's gonna happen. You have to try over and over and over again with different projects. So she said, this is my problem and why I don't believe in what she said. She said trying the same thing over and over and over again and reaching the same result, expecting something different, is insanity. But he tried different ways of reaching the same different ways of reaching the conclusion that he wanted. And though this conclusion stayed the same, it wasn't growing crops, he tried something different. In order to reach a conclusion, you have to adjust the way that you're going about something until you reach your conclusion. If you just stop progress, you're stopping progress. So what she said was wrong, and that's why I agree with him. Try something new, for God's sake.
Atlantis' gardens will be healed in no time.
You
Yes, I can
guess.
almost hear my staff's thoughts. I wonder if he can hear mine. Seem to be thriving with wildlife.
Yeah, that is a little bit
The
strange.
one who holds the staff has no choice but to face both immediate and future consequences for lifetimes. That takes responsibility.
I hear you, Alethea. You may think I'm crazy, but at least I'm accountable.
You're not accountable for your actions. You have not made up for killing her. Accountability is recognizing that you have done something wrong and actually furthering your actions in a way that makes up for doing so. In which case you are trying to do something right by the person or situation that you have wronged. But she's not trying to do that. She's just trying to make the situation better for herself. Like, here is a situation in this game where they did something right about accountability. What is it? Brasidas? Is that his name? Brasibas. Yeah. Or the guy that was from Sparta and he died by Deimos' hand. He did something wrong. And now he is spending an eternity in Tartaros, no, sorry, an eternity in the underworld, making up for what he did wrong. Because he is accountable for his actions. He killed a child. An unborn child in a woman. He murdered and the husband to the wife, leaving that person no choice but to take her own life out of depression and out of the fact that she has nothing left. In which case, he now has to spend an eternity bringing the unborn loved ones, or those who have died too soon, back to their appropriate mothers. Or back to their mothers. In which case, he is then accountable for his actions. He is taking responsibility for them in doing something right by those actions. Not only for the person that he had wronged, but for others. Lila killed Victoria, and immediately after wanted to play a video game and further her quest in being the owner of the staff and learning its secrets and that stuff. That is not accountability. That is murdering somebody for a reason and then taking on that reason rather than being accountable for your actions.
What's this? A message.
So I do not agree with Lila. When I am playing this game, I am playing as Cassandra. I would rather play as a Cassandra than Lila. That is my... This is what... I don't like Lila. Okay?
Febrosi.
be spotted here.
I'm waiting for a good chance. That's a woman. How is she doing that?
Both you! No, I can't stop.
Let me,
I'm on your trail! Keep eyes on them! I see you! Call that fighting?
I'm gonna stop this quest for now and go to that other one. Because I did all of this stuff in that Doma. But, ooh, she looks badass. Strutting down the street with my LION. You know, a mount that would be great for this area. Rather than, I mean, the solar mount was really nice. And I'm not knocking it, I mean, it's a really nice mount, but for this area, I think really neat mount made horse that kind of looks like the architecture, you know? It's kind of blocky, it's got the white and the blue marble kind of obsidian look, and I think that would be neat. Floating appendage, like his appendages aren't really connected to his body. That would be super cool. I don't know. That's just my idea. That's just something I think would be cool. In my opinion. It's my opinion, man. You are a very short woman.
Quick, follow me.
Trust a stranger?
I'm no stranger. I'm El Peace. And I've been watching you.
That's not ominous at all.
I like how humans, they're like normal human height. Assassins are just above average. Like the middle between assassins. Like they're in the middle. And then the Isu are like tall as fuck.
I'll drop the cloak and dagger. I've been training to become like you, but training isn't enough. You're more than a warrior. The blood of the gods runs through your veins.
I thought they preferred Isu in Atlantis.
The Isu may as well be the divine with how they rule. Cold, calculating, indifferent to the people milling beneath them. But it's not just Isu blood that makes you special, is it? There's something else.
Well, you tell me.
I'm talking about this. Your spear.
Showing
Cute.
off for me, are you?
Just a little. Are you impressed?
I'm impressed in more.
Strangely charming. For a thief.
Flattering. But we have business to attend to, the Castis. So,
Sure.
What do you want from me?
I'm involved with Atlas. He's afraid of taking the relationship public. He says his enemies would exploit me as his weakness, so he keeps me a secret.
You're in love
I'm
with
about to
Atlas?
be Mrs.
From
Steal
my
Your Girl!
I'm not sure Isu men truly love. Nevertheless, I need to make him see that I can be his strength. Our partnership might be a key to bridging the gap between Isu and humans.
Your love is strategic.
If we take the relationship public, we could marry and I could rule the district by his side, influence policy and ease the tension between the two groups. But so long as I am merely human, it can never be. That's why I want to be like you.
You seem very passionate about Atlantean politics.
Atlas doesn't approach the human and Isu conflict with compassion for humanity. I believe I can bring that compassion.
Someone so ready to kill his own brothers hardly strikes me as husband material.
Atlas is like any Isu, aloof and unchanging. That's why we make a good team. I bring out his humanity.
Possibly. Though he might throw you aside
Be
in
nice
an
to have
instant.
another ally in Atlantis. What's your plan?
At the Adamant Metalon, they harvest a metal used to create devices just like your spear.
My spear is the strongest metal ever forged. Could this be used to forge other weapons?
Well, adamant ingots could, but what I need is raw adamant. I know the one who can forge it for me. The Atlas can't suspect what I'm up to, so make sure you're not seen.
He doesn't know about this?
I'll tell him the truth when the time is right. Please, hurry back.
Okay. I'm fine with this. I judge it as something that is awesome to do, and I think she's a wonderful woman.
This is interesting.
Indeed.
That's the adamant metal and Elpis told me about. He said I should get the raw adamant without being seen.
Oh, that's ominous enough. I'm going to, one moment, guys. I want to do this right way. I don't want that person to get in trouble. So, I'm going to, I know this is kind of cheating, but, let's go back before I alerted those people. I know that's kind of cheating, but I want to do this right, okay? I want just hear me out. I want to do it right. I want that person to get that weapon without Atlas being all. Honestly, I'd kick Atlas's ass if he ever laid a hand on that woman in a dishonorable way. I'd just kick his ass just to kick his ass, honestly.
Try to stay out
Oh,
of sight.
I know how to stay out of sight. Thank you, buddy. I'm sorry about killing you. Don't worry. I don't know where this thing is that I'm supposed to find, but I'm going to. Oh! That red chest plate. Okay. We made it into here, and only one guy was killed. Oh. I thought I'd be picking something up. Oh! That that was a crotch hit.
Atlas doesn't find out I was here.
Yeah, fine. I guess Atlas is going to find out. Sorry, I'm not going through all that again.
Looks like this might be where they store the raw adamant after mining it. Looks like this might be where they store the raw adamant after mining it. Got the raw adamant. I'll bring this to Elpis. It's reacting with my staff somehow. Almost like they were meant to be together.
Like you and Alpis? Well, if I had known that was there... Jeez, that subtle little tiny entrance. I think they made it just so Atlas would find you. Or find out. If there is a way... Well, I could probably just... I could upload my ability to sneak around undetected. Since everybody knows I'm here anyways. She better be alive when I get there. Seriously, if Atlas killed her while I was gone, I would bring justice upon him.
Raw adamant, as promised.
Nice to see that you're as skilled as you look. I'm making the right choice to become more like you.
You seem fine to me. I don't know why you're trying to change.
Just as you were destined to be the Castilles, I am destined for this. I just know it.
Oh. I admired your
Humans in
passion.
Atlantis are lucky to have someone like you fighting for them. You'll make a great leader.
I'm glad you understand what this means to me.
Still, all you have is raw adamant.
Until I take it to a skilled blacksmith so he can forge an Isu device from the adamant.
Well, you know where to find the Castilles when you need her.
The foraging shouldn't take too long. I'll meet you near the Dome of Atlas when it's done.
Yes! I'd love to do that. Where the heck are you? Also, let me, I got a new mace. Is it better? Oh, it is better. Nice! You know what? I'm gonna make it my favorite mace of all time. I'll go see if I have Hermistes Magistus boots that are like in the shop that I read. Ooh, it's the same red. I'm almost tempted. Actually, I am very tempted. Let's do that. Then that, and then... Where are you? There you are. There you are. Whatever. Just to add in, add in, and add in. Let's see, inventory. It still says I have stuff. Oh, okay. Let's make this look a bit more Like this? Yeah, that works. And this we've already made red. Okay. And map. Please don't tell me she's about to... Please don't tell me she's about to... While this loads, guys, I'm gonna go get a drink. I will be back shortly. I hope you guys have enjoyed everything so far, and if you are, hit that like button, please. Be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. We're going to see if we have some Hermes Trismegistus boots with some red in them. Hello, shop guy. How you doing? Could you forge a weapon for my friend? Let's see. Boots. You mean those boots? I kind of like these. I don't have these yet. Come on, man. I need those first civilization greaves with the... Fine, I guess I'll change my boots for the time being, but I like my first civilization greaves. What do these look like? Oh, neat. Yeah, I want those. Give me those! I mean, I could use those. I could very much use those, but those are way too silver of a silver. I could use boots. No, those definitely don't look right. I'll wear those for now. Oh, she's right there. Whoosh! Fast travel. Okay. Okay. Whoosh. I'm liking this new armor set. This might just be my main. Okay, I want to see your weapon.
Now that I have the Isu device forge, we need to move quickly. You distract Atlas while I sneak into his private chambers.
More sneaking.
After Poseidon outlawed human experiments, Atlas confiscated a device and kept it. That device theoretically could add a third helix to my DNA.
I've seen what
Whoa!
these Isu devices can do. It's not pretty.
The science is sound. And I've even found evidence of tests being done on humans that looked promising. In previous cycles, of course, before Poseidon outlawed experimentation.
Just tell Atlas the truth. You have good intentions.
If he's afraid of his enemies hurting me now, what will he think of me undergoing this procedure? Besides, he can't break Poseidon's law.
I'm not sure a good Vicastis goes behind the back of an Atlantean Archon.
I've been preparing for this my entire life. Don't worry. Just keep Atlas talking while I'm in his chambers.
I don't think we have anything in common. What are we supposed to talk about? The weather?
Atlas is a jealous lover, and he's already threatened by your role as Vicastis. Why not play to that advantage? Whatever you do, don't mention my plans.
Great.
Okay.
This will do wonders for our relationship.
Everyone knows it's lonely at the top, Vicastis. Let's go. I've studied the science extensively. Once I impart Isu DNA into my body, I should be able to use the device without side effects.
It's the should that worries me.
Remember, whatever you do, don't reveal my political plans to Atlas.
Dang, if there weren't enemies there, that would have looked badass. Okay. I liked the over-the-shoulder kind of look. Let me label this as about to go kill some bitches. Or about to go kill an Archon. And sorry for the interruption of the screen. Or sorry for the interruption of your view. I wanted to save a screenshot for myself without the little added touches in Assassin's Creed.
Could trick Atlas into thinking you and I are closer than we are.
Are we not close? What's there to trick?
You know what I mean.
Yes. Making Atlas envious would certainly be a good distraction.
He would also hate me more. I'd love that.
Elpis, what are you doing here? With her, no less.
The Vicastis and I were just taking a stroll, and I remembered I left a book on Atlantean cyclical history here. She'd like to borrow it. Do you mind if I fetch it?
No. Do you need me to help you look for it?
No. You two stay here. I'm sure you have much to discuss.
Elpis wouldn't have anything to do with why you were sneaking around the adamant Metallon, would she?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure by now Elpis has told you about the nature of our relationship. She's hardly as discreet as I'd like her to be. What business do you have with her?
What? Is Elpis not allowed to have friends?
Of course she can have friends. But I suspect there's more going on here.
You have nothing to worry about, Atlas. I have no schemes against you.
Maybe you don't play games, but Elpis lives for them. I can tell when she's up to something.
Don't talk about Elpis that way. She's not manipulative. She's passionate.
So you do care for her then?
You don't talk about Elpis like you love her.
And you're not speaking of her as if you're merely her casual acquaintance.
We're in love.
Elpis and I are in love.
What?
Oh shit.
What? What have you done?
I'm not weak anymore, Atlas. I can rule Atlantis at your side.
This is your doing. You're trying to revolt against the issue with hybrids.
No!
Nice.
What did you do?
I didn't mean to. He was going to kill you.
It seems my brother finally got his due.
Yep.
Is this your judgment, Vicastis?
I killed Atlas. It wasn't my intention.
You hoped to rule by his side to ease the conflict between humans and Isu.
He wasn't as supportive of my dreams as I would have hoped.
I support you. You can assume his role as you see fit. I will handle Poseidon and my brothers.
Thank you, Azais.
You can't be more corrupt than Atlas. And Atlantis can't fear progress if it hopes to pass this cycle.
Atlantean politics are even more dramatic than in the Greek world. What will you do now?
I'm not the first Atlantean ruler to take power by force. If the Isu can do it, why not me? Still, I didn't want to start my reign this way.
You saved me.
You started your reign by saving my life. Normally, I do the saving.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you, Vicastis.
So now I have 2 Archons at my side. And this one, I'm really into. She's more reasonable than Atlas, and I'm honestly glad that he is not a ruler in Atlantis anymore. Hey, buddy? You definitely got your due, buddy. Okay. Whoa! That is some...
Elvis will make a better ruler than Atlas. She certainly can't do any worse.
What, Alethea? You're not gonna have anything to say about a human hybrid? I know I'm on Alethea's side, but that actually could be an interesting way of going about it. Like, if you were trying to use Isu technology and you're human, and if that device theoretically worked without driving you insane, then go for it. You're enhancing your body for the better, I would think. And it doesn't have any side effects, so you're golden. The side effect is you are now a god. Oh, neat. Okay.
Oh. Looks so peaceful from up here. It always does. But it never is. I know, Icarus. I'm tired too. I've met so many people. Archons, kings, and now Isu. They're all the same. Go do this. Bring me that. Go kill him. I don't know if I can do this anymore. If I were ruler, things would be much, much different. What's that, Icarus? A speech from your new ruler?
Tonight, we sleep.
Bring me the biggest bed in Atlantis. You, all the pillows you can find. Tonight, we sleep. For we are very, very tired. We're almost done, Cassandra.
I'm too small to carry a bed, but if I brought you a pillow, could you help me?
You shouldn't sneak up on people like that.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt the Dicastis' speech.
It was more of a fantasy, really. Call me Cassandra.
I thought it was wonderful, Dicastis Cassandra.
Just Cassandra is fine. And what's your name?
Alcon. You're even more special than all the bedtime stories my parents used to tell me.
What's wrong?
My parents are missing. They left for their assignments, but they never came home. The Isu won't help me. But then I remembered the story of you helping a lost girl in the underworld, who found her parents in Elysium. So I came to you.
Her name was Phoebe. We were good friends. She's in a better place now than when I found her.
She was lucky to have a friend like you.
I could always make a new friend. Maybe you, Alcon. And I could help you. Would you like that?
More than anything.
You said your parents never came home. If you could tell me where they're assigned and what their names are, it would be very helpful.
Mata's name is Rene. She's assigned to the harbor. Pater is called Damadis, and he's assigned to the Adamant Quarry.
You're very brave. Now, go home where it's safe. I'll go talk to the harbor master and whoever is in charge of the quarry. I'll come find you once I have some answers.
I have one thing to say, Assassin's Creed. Please don't kill another child. Okay. In DC Comics, the Brainiac had shrunk down a portion of a city of Krypton and kept it in his collection as data, in a way, like just to catalog the universe, you know. I wonder if these these three cities, or these three Isu civilizations, are very similar to that. They were kind of transferred into data and kept in storage in a computer, in a way, you know? In a computer. Because everything is memory, data, storage in Assassin's Creed, like the the three strands of DNA, or the fact that the Isu kind of survive in technological data. I don't know. It would be interesting, is what I'm saying. These are surviving civilizations.
Have you analyzed the recently discovered coral permutations fastened to the hulls of our vessels?
No. I'm looking for a woman named Rini.
Yes, well, that is a subject I have absolutely zero authority in, I'm afraid. I cannot help you.
Her son is very worried.
Please, do not asphyxiate me!
What are you doing?
But if they hear me talking to you, they'll kill me.
Tell me where she is, or I'll cut you!
I told you I don't know anything! You'll find my contact not far from here, but be careful. A trap has been set for you.
You have made the Castis very angry! Thank you.
Please don't tell Poseidon! You have compassion, the Castis. You may be the only one who can calm the brewing storm between humans and Isu.
Sounds fun.
The harbor master was right. They're waiting for me. Well, I'd hate to disappoint them.
button almost didn't work. Man, I hate that these buttons are slow. Like, you have to do it at a precise time, and I'm like, ugh.
A note. So this Zarius abducted Rini. I'm going to find him.
Well, that guy looks cool. Bust that yourself. Since I'm wearing this armor set, that's not the appropriate horse, is it? You know, we're gonna use black... I know, I was gonna use Orpheus, but I'm gonna use the black unicorn. Because I like the black unicorn. It has a special place in my heart for being the purest of heart eaters. Like in, what was it? Frickin'... What was it? It was...
I need to stay hidden.
Frick. What is that TV show? I can't remember its name all of a sudden. Legends of Tomorrow. In Legends of Tomorrow, there was a unicorn that, he sprays, like he kind of barfs, or I can't remember, but he sprays, what's it called, like rainbow sparkle juice on you, and that makes you all high and shit.
A lot of guards for a quarry. I wonder why.
Ah!
They won't ask any questions. Let's keep out of sight. There's a lot of guards for a quarry. I wonder why.
This can take a while. Let me, while I'm doing this. What do I have new in my inventory? Another double-bladed axe. It's even... less. Okay. Well, no, another guy did, but that guy was pretty close too.
Isn't this an honor? How'd you get past my guards?
I'm looking for the Madis.
And why would the great Vicastis be looking for missing humans?
I never said he was missing.
Very clever. Hybrid. When my humans transport adamant to the experimentation chamber, they don't always return. Occasionally they fall through the cracks, like rats.
Tell me where this experimentation chamber is, or I'll make you eat your precious adamant.
Primitive. Violence is all your kind understands.
Tell me!
Fine. It's in the garden of Timopolia. But you're wasting your time. The doors are locked.
Then I'll just have to find the key.
You can try, hybrid.
You know, treating humans like vermin will get you killed one day. Consider yourself lucky I'm not making that day today.
Well said, Cassandra. Very well said.
I don't like the sounds of this experimentation chamber. And what do the Isu need with all this adamant? Halcon's probably wondering where I am. I'll go see him.
We have a new helmet. Yeah, don't like it too much. What else do I have at 60? Nothing that's golden. I need an armor that gives me assassin damage. I like having the assassin damage. I might buy some armor in between episodes, guys. Well, I like the soul armor. Actually, you know what? Let me do that now. Store. Let me show you guys what these guys have. Let's see what gear. The details of this. Damage on Spartans. Soldiers. I don't need anything like that. I need assassin damage. Okay. Has some pluses in assassin damage. We will get this. Let's see what else has a plus in assassin damage, just to make sure that I'm not wasting money. Okay, that's the only one in assassin damage. Let's see. I'll be just a second, guys. Let me just make sure that none of this is rolling. Okay, it isn't. Good. There we go. Okay. Stream's back up. Let's see. And while we're here, any mounts worth 350? Nope. Anything that gives me assassin damage. Okay, we'll just save that for if we're ever getting something else. Like while I like looking all Persian, but I'm gonna switch over. And I know that wasn't actually Persian gear, but I'm saying it was a joke. Because of the Persian Empire in this game and the fact that Per fits into it as pun. I'm gonna explain that for people that didn't get the joke. I just wanted people to laugh at the joke first. Before I ruin it. Where were you when you... no, I'm joking.
Dicastis Cassandra, did you find matter and Pater? Not
No,
yet.
they're dead.
But I know they were taken to some sort of experimentation chamber by an issue named Zarios.
Zarios? But he was always so kind to us. He gave us food and defended us when the others called us rats.
Do you know where I could find him? The doors to the chamber are locked, and he's my last hope of getting in.
He's usually at the fortified Doma of Municeas, but he's always protected by guards.
That never stops me.
Ooh, this one's a fortress. Come, my steed.
Yeah. Let's go. Extra careful in this area. Zarios, you've abducted your last human.
Ah, dang, I need to raise my wisdom. Shit. Nice. We're just gonna say they slipped and fell.
You'll be with Hades soon.
Oh wait. Blast it. Fine. Location objective, scan cache. Where the fuck is a cache? Good, it's right there. Give me what I need. I'll be back for you, you motherfucker. Okay, we're going to go find some more data caches. But first, I think there's some armors here, are there not? Let's kill these guys. What? How did I... No! There was no time to escape that. I'm trying to get away from a beam. I'm trying... And in doing so, I'm in a trap. What the... Ugh. Fuck, it's also the nearest dome. Actually, no. Fuck that. not even touching anything on my controller. This is great. It's like cruise control, but better. Those bushes look bizarre. Okay, that's an interesting route. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there, horse. Let's run into some people.
Did I see something? Nothing to worry about.
Hey! Don't fucking move!
What's happening over there? A body. This looks bad.
What? Nice! Doesn't increase my knowledge. I just want a knowledge increase. Otherwise I want assassin damage.
Phobos, away! Move.
I want to make him go faster. Screw your fields. What is this place? Oh, that's a neat look. Gives him a beard. Interesting. I didn't know it gave him a beard, or I don't remember. Huh.
Ella.
That is the... I must have really got them by surprise.
She's here!
What the fuck was that? And please don't send me all the way back. Oh my god, if it sends me all the way back to that kid, I quit. If it sends me all the way back to that kid, I quit. Mm-mm. 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 There we go. Okay.
I should stay hidden if I don't want to fight.
Don't come any closer!
Okay, I won't come any closer to you specifically. Really? You're taking a piss? This time I'm gonna let everything load. Ooh. Ah, dang. There we go. Same amount of road. Okay. I was like plotting a course. Actually, you know what? What was the, in a...
Easy. Off we go now.
Now I'm an actual judge. I have the judge's hammer. Hello, random citizen. You will be judged. Be judged. Oh, that was lagged. I know somebody that's about to be judged with a hammer. Fork. If it actually gives me what I need, though.
It'll be trouble if I'm spotted here. Zarius, you've abducted.
Be judged! Get judged, motherfucker. get judged.
Fight or die! We won't lose her. Eh? Your head is mine!
Give me what I need. Ah! Fine.
Any sign of them? No. To the death! Find themselves.
You are done! Where do you think you're going? Just die! Face me, dog!
Get fucking judged. Okay, guys. I've kind of lengthened this episode out a lot. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. I'm going to restart the stream. Have a good one.